a fun activity, which helps clients to develop a good mental health. By putting aside the problems generated by the pandemic, the mandatory confinement, this is generating an atmosphere of coexistence that fights the main psychological problems. So talking a little about the objectives. So our general objective is to identify if our product really fights with mental issues. And well, talking about SMART, S is specific, the goal is well defined. Consumers know our concept. M in measurable, we can measure the success by the testimonies of the happy clients. And later we're gonna show you some of the testimonies.
A for achievable, it's possible to fight mental health issues with Bonfire because of the amazing activity and union it creates. R for relevant, because the confinement, clients are looking for a different recreational activity for which Bonfire is offering a solution. If customers buy a fire pit and they are satisfied, they will constantly recommend it, and for that, Bonfire will be profitable.
T of on time, given by the confinement, the product is in time. It's a simple activity that it can be done at home, and it helps to combat the current situation of the pandemic that we are experiencing today. And just to ask, by this point, does anybody has any question about the Bonfire MX? No? Great.
Okay, talking about the Justify, this company was created by young people, which is an inspiration for others to create and support small businesses. This can help improve the Mexican economy and even create new sources of employment. The Bonfire MX needs this study to validate their objectives. They need to know if with this product they really fight with mental issues.
What we are looking for is to create a different scenario in which families get together by strengthening the bond. It can improve the communication line and prevent mental issues caused by the pandemic.
Our hypothesis was, if the Bonfire MX product really fights against mental issues, it will be a very rentable business.
The variable X being mental issues and the variable Y being rentable business.
For the exploratory research, to put you in context, here we analyzed our competition. So this way we can see if our product is rentable or not, and if we are the only ones working with the objective of fighting mental health issues.
We have three main competitors: Noción, Milo's S'more Kids, and S'mores and More. These three accounts are promoting their products via Instagram, as we do, so they are direct competition. Some have better prices than us, but the quality and the service we're working with is better than any of them. And of course, we are the only ones working with this objective.
For the qualitative research, we have a database with our clients' information where we took a sample frame using the method of non-probabilistic convenience. We chose 10 of our best clients to be a part of a short, in-depth interview.
First of all, we sent a text to all of our customers after having the rental, asking them about the experience. The results were very cute and just what we were looking for. Everyone had a great time. They thought the experience was very unique and amazing. Even someone said that it was an amazing experience to cheer up her parents. And we have just the screenshot right here.
After that, also by non-probabilistic convenience method, we asked some friends that we knew that they had a rough time during the confinement to have an experience with us. And without them knowing, we used observation qualitative method and observed how they felt with every aspect of the experience. Our main observing points were if they were enjoying the experience, if they preferred sweet or salty.
We saw how they communicated with each other. We observed their social media, if they were posting things or recording anything, their attitude, and if they were grateful at the end.
Everyone was enjoying themselves, everyone was happy, eating, talking, etc. We saw that everyone preferred the sweet part instead of the salty. They started with the salty part and then they finished with the sweets. Talking about quantity, they ate more sweet than savory.
They were enjoying the experience so much that they could establish a fluid conversation. They were in an environment of calm and peace, and therefore they could enjoy the moment. Each person approximately ate 4 s'mores, being like 8 cookies, 4 chocolate, 4 marshmallows, and apart they ate like 2 or 3 more marshmallows.
We observed that everyone was communicating between them. No one was on their phone, they just grabbed it to take pictures or videos of the experience. Everyone got to know each other and they were very happy eating chocolate, melting marshmallows, and talking.
Yeah, after that, everyone thanked the team and said beautiful things about the experience, even though they didn't know they were being observed by us. And that is a very good point. So for quantitative investigation, we did a questionnaire to our sample. First, as we all know, we did a pilot test to some of our clients. And after noticing some errors, we improved our survey and did it to our sample. So for quantitative investigation, we used a probabilistic sample with a simple random sampling method.
For the real survey, we chose our Facebook friends for population, which we knew many of them have a rough time during the confinement. Our population was of 7,000 people, the sum of our Facebook friends between Marifer and I. Here, you can see our procedure for the sample size, which we are not going to explain because our friends Daniela and Pamela showed us on the last presentation. So after applying the formula, we concluded that the sample size has to be of 553. We sent the survey to 553 of our friends, completely random, and just 105 people answered, with just 100 finished the survey completely. Those 5 people that did not finish were illegible errors, so we're not going to take them in consideration.
So before we show you our quantitative results, we're going to show you how to use SPSS. So Mariana is going to change the sharing presentation to the SPSS software. So we will give her a little minutes.
Okay, so first you need to go to Nube Ibero, and then you're going to see this one that's called IBM SPSS Statistics 26. You need to click on it, and then it's going to download, and then you open it. Almost there. Okay, so now you're going to see this little thing, and then this is going to appear. For you, since you are creating a new data set, you need to click here and then open. But since we made already an example for you, I'm going to click here and then open. So as you see, here we have our example.
So first of all, you need to see that you have two tabs, okay? The first one called Data View, that is where you upload your results. And the second one called Variable View is where you upload and codify the variables. We're going to show you how to upload 3 different types of questions: nominal, ordinal, and quantitative, that is of scale. So we already did it because if not, we will have taken a lot of time. But we are going to explain you step by step, okay? And we need you to pay attention because we're going to do an activity later and we will be asking you guys, okay? So pay attention. So, okay, it is important that you have your questionnaire ready to upload it, okay? First, you need to go to the variable view tag. On the left top corner where it says name, we are going to choose a code for each variable we are uploading. In our case, it will be feelings. So in type, remember you're going to always use numeric. This question is a qualitative ordinal, and that is important to take in consideration. In width, we usually leave the number 8. In decimals, when it's qualitative, you don't use it. So now we are going to put just 0. In the label, where we are going to put our whole question, okay? In this case, what do you feel when you see fire? Okay, and in values is where you need to codify the variables because in qualitative, we do not codify them. Okay, so Mariana is gonna show you how we codified it.
Can you
So
go a little bit back, please,
sorry?
Of course.
to
Thank,
let you?
thank you, Mao, for your question.
Thank you.
I didn't listen, sorry, what?
I think he just wanted to go back.
Okay. So here in
Okay.
label,
Okay, so in label, you're going to put your complete question, okay? And then in values, you are going to codify your answers, okay? So if you click there, where Mariana is clicking, it's gonna appear like this window, okay? And to codify them, you just have to put like a number in value and the label. Okay, so we can see that we put as number 1, fear as number 2, peaceful as number 3, happy and as number 4, other. Okay, that's how you codify them. And when you are done, you just press OK. So in missing, it's where the computer analyzes an error. So we have none. In columns, usually there's an 8. This means that if we click on the data view, we can see in length 8 vertically of the column, like Mariana is showing you. If you need more space, you can just add it. Okay. So in a line, it's just for aesthetic, okay? We put center because we like it center. If you like it in other place, you can put like whatever you want. In measure, we need to put the type of variable. As I said, this question is qualitative nominal. And at last in role, we are going to put input because we are uploading information. So now Mariana is going to show you how to put a qualitative ordinal. It's actually
Marifer, why did you put 27 columns?
sorry.
Why did you put?
So, okay, that is what it. A ver, Mariana, you show her.
yes, okay. Here is when you, for example, you go to data view and you see this is like really small space. If you want to have a bigger space, you can just make it bigger. And this is going to change here in columns. It's just like the space you want in data view for each one.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
It was
Okay.
like automatically, if you open this column, it reflects in the other side.
Yes, it's automatically. This is like connected. Okay, for the second one, it's going to be qualitative ordinal. So first, remember, in name, you have to put a code word for so you can remember easier your question. In type, always numeric, okay? In width, we are going to leave the number 8, and in decimals, since we are using words, not numbers, we're going to put 0 decimals. Then on label, you're going to write your complete question. On a scale from 1 to 4, how happy are you when you communicate with people around you? In values, I'm going to click here, and then this little like square is going to appear here, and then this is going to show up. Remember, in value, you put number 1 and you write your answer. And then you write add, and when you finish, we wrote 1, I don't like it, 2, I don't care, 3, I like it, 4, I'm very happy, and then you press OK. On missing, it's where the computer shows you if you have any type of mistake. Here we have none. On columns, remember, it's always 8, but you can make it bigger or smaller. A line is just like if you want it to go left, right, or center. This is according to your preference. And then here on measure, we're going to choose ordinal since we're making a qualitative ordinal. And in role, you're always going to put input because you're uploading information.
Okay, so at last, we're going to show you how to enter a quantitative, which is easier because you don't need to codify the results, okay? So for the name, we're going to write payment. Remember, this is a code. In type, we're always going to put numeric. In width, 8. And because of the question is quantitative, here we can add decimals that your results are going to have. Like, for example, if you're asking the length, you can have 2 decimals, okay? How tall are you? You can have 2 decimals because it's going to be like 1.56. But if you're asking age, you can also put 0 decimals because you don't have decimals in age. So in this case, our options do not have decimals. So we are going to put 0. And in label, we're going to put the complete question. In this case is, how much are you willing to pay for an activity like this? In value, we are not going to codify them because the results are numbers, okay? So we are not going to codify because this is a quantitative question. In missing, none. In columns, the length that you want, we also recommend 8. In a line, what you like for your data, we like it centered. In measure, as it's working with quantitative, we're going to put scale. And lastly, in role, input. Now, Mariana is going to show you how to go to the graphics.
Okay, so next, yeah, you have your questions, you go to data view, and then here it's going to appear this,